So, Bismillah, we can start today, inshallah. We're talking about writing equations. So, before we write the equation, we need to know what is the meaning of the equation. 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 What is the meaning of equation? Give me any definition for the equation. What you know about the equation?
It has an equal sign.
It has an equal sign. Statement that has equal sign. And the statement that has equal sign, the left-hand side must be equals to right-hand side. So we can say that the equality of two quantities in which the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. Equality of two quantities. Or a statement that contain an equal sign. That's another definition. So the equation has two ways of writing. The first one is called the verbal, and the second by the algebraic statement. So the verbal is when we use the word to write the equation, and the verbal, the algebraic expression or algebraic statement, that we use the numbers and the variables to write the equation. So in this lesson, we'll know how to convert between the verbal and the verbal and the algebraic method. So the first one, we have 7 times a number squared is 5 times the difference of k and m. How we can translate this statement to an equation? So at the first, I will start 7. What is the meaning of 7? That's 7, number 7, times, which is the operation multiplication. A number, I don't know the number solid, the number is n, a, x, y, any variable. What is the meaning of a squared? I will go step by step to translate it.
To the power of 2.
To the power of 2. What is the meaning of is?
Equals.
Is, it's equals. So we can write is or as the same as. All of them have the same meaning of equal. 5 times the difference, the sum, the product, the quotient, it's mean. We have an operation, so we have to put a bracket. What is the meaning of difference?
Minus.
Subtraction.
So keep the same order, k and m. When I say the word difference, again for this one, difference, sum, product, and the quotient, we have to keep the same order. The first part will be before and the second part will be after and. So we have k and m. So how we can write this one? How we can write this equation? It will be 7 n squared is
equal to
5 times open bracket k minus m.
K minus m.
Any problem for this one?
No.
Okay.
No.
For number 2, 15
and
x
times a number which is n subtracted from. Subtracted from, what is the meaning of subtracted from? We write minus a number. When I say 5 is subtracted from 3.
3 minus 5.
5 is subtracted from the expression which after
3
from.
minus 5.
So
The expression which after from will be written at the first. So we have 80 minus
15n
is equals to is 25. So how we can write that? It will be 80 minus 15 n is equal to 25. Any problem for this one?
No.
Okay. So for number 3, how we can solve number 3?
2 plus. So 2 plus.
2 plus. What is the meaning of the quotient? It's mean we have an operation and open a bracket between inside the bracket there is division. We have after the quotient of, we underline until you find and. Then
Excellent.
a number.
It's divided by 8.
X divided by 8 is the same as, it means equals to 16.
16.
So how we can write that? You can write it as 2 plus
2 plus x
over 8, which equals to 16. You can write it as a fraction, or you can write between the brackets and x minus x divided by 8. So number 4.
Okay.
27 times k.
27 times k, which is 27 times k is, which is equal to h squared
Minus
decreased by 9.
Minus 9.
So it will be 27K
27K
equals
equals
H squared minus 9.
minus 9.
Mr. 27K reminds me of money. 27,000.
Okay, 27,000. Inshallah, it will be 27M.
Mr. Slum,
Yes.
I got a question.
What?
So when you find quotient in a sentence, do you always put brackets and divide?
Sum, quotient, difference, product, put a bracket, then put the operation between them.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And the and. The word and is the difference between the first term and the second term.
Okay.
When I say the sum, the product, quotient, difference of number and 8. What is the meaning of that? For the first one, the sum, it's mean plus a number which is x and the second number is 8. The second, product of x times 8. The third, x, just a minute, x divided by 8. The third, x minus 8. All of that between two brackets. Then after that, we simplify it. After that, we simplify it like this one. Like that one.
Okay.
Get the idea for this one? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Any problem?
Yeah. No.
Okay. So how we can solve the next one? Just one, let me 1 minute to erase this board. Then we can solve it. Okay. How we can solve this one? There are 40 members in Florida Center. This is 80 fewer than the member of Florida House. How many members in Florida House?
120. 120.
How we find it?
120.
Okay, because we know that the Florida Senate is 40 members, and it says the Florida House of
Okay,
Representatives.
so the first one is
18 equals 40.
40. At the first, I will translate it to an equation. 40 is, which is equals 80 fewer than. It's mean less
X
than
minus 80.
x minus 8.
Minus 80.
So to solve it, then x is equals 40 plus 80. It mean x is equals to
120.
120. The next one. The area of the triangle equals the product of half the length of the base and the height. How we can translate this formula? Area. Area for A. Then we can say that A is, which is equals
1 over 2 or half.
the product. It's mean we have to multiply half the length of the height times and the base. How, again for this one, the products mean we have an operation. This operation contains the multiplication sign. Then the product of what? We have to underline until you find and. That is the first term. Then that is the second term. So half the length of the base, just 1 minute, we swap them. Half the length of the base multiplied by the height. So to simplify it, it will be the area equals half times base times height. Any problem for this one?
No.
Any problem? If you didn't understand it, we can explain it more. Any problem?
Explain it one more time, please.
Can you read this one? Just I translate each one. Area, I say the area is A. Equal.
Okay.
The product is mean multiplication. Half the length of the base. Half. Base, which is B. Times the height. That's all.
Okay.
Just translate. Read the question and translate. Translate each one, then collect all of them together to simplify. The next one. In the right angle triangle, the square of the measure of the hypotenuse C, we denote for the hypotenuse with the letter C, is equals the sum of the square of the measure of the legs, the two legs that we have, A and B. So how we can represent this one? again for this one. The square, the measure of the hypotenuse or the number C. What is the meaning of that?
The right, no, right.
A square plus
And the
B
right
square.
angle triangle, leave it. There is no meaning for the right angle triangle. Because that's formal. The square of the measure of the hypotenuse C. And instead of
C
the
squared.
hypotenuse, I said the hypotenuse because I'm talking about right angle triangle. If that's not right angle triangle, I would say instead of the hypotenuse, I would say the number C. So it would be C squared
Square equal.
is
Equal A
equals
plus
to
B.
the sum. What is the meaning of the sum? The sum, it means plus.
Plus
The
Yeah,
sum
plus
of the
A plus
squares.
B.
What is the meaning of the square? It means the square of the
power
first
2.
and the
Oh,
square
A
of the
square plus
second.
B.
So it would be A squared plus B squared. That's all.
Sir,
Yes.
so why is the C squared?
Because the square. Read the question, please.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
Read it.
Then so sleepy.
So now the inverse. We need. I'll give you the equation, and I need to translate
Mister,
it
isn't
into
that
verb.
Mister, isn't that the Pythagoras theorem?
Yes,
Number C?
Pythagorean.
Yes.
Okay. So we need to translate this one into sentence.
6 times to the
6 times a number.
6 times a number.
Minus 15.
Oh wait, 15.
So
How
we
many
can
of-
say the
How
difference
many
of
opera? Yes, that is the main point. The difference of what?
6 times a number
And
minus
15.
and
And 15.
because you say the difference. When I say the sum, I have to read the first one and the second one. The sum, I have to read the first one and the second one. That's how we can differentiate between them. You understand it?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so the first one would be the difference of
The difference of 6 times a number
6
times a number
times a number and
and 15
Then
15 is
is 45.
45. Okay. Number 2.
15 equal.
15 is
15 is the sum
The sum
the sum
of
of 25
25
times a number
times
squared
times
a
the
square of a
square of a
number.
number.
A square of a number or a number square, no problem, the same meaning. Times the square of a number
Plus 2. Oh yeah. Plus 2.
and 2. Not and 2, not plus. And 2, because you say the sum. So
Yes.
don't say the sum and the plus. The sum, it means we have an operation, the addition problem, the addition operation. Okay, so number 5.
Y
the sum
squared.
of
The sum of y squared.
plus 3x plus 3 times the number.
A square of a number.
Mister, you don't write y squared?
y
or
is
y
a
square.
number
Or y squared, no problem. Or a number squared. And
3 times a number
3 times
Number is equal
Equals to a
is
Yes.
an unknown number.
is W.
the difference
The difference
the difference
of
of
3 over 2
times the number.
times a number
R, because we have many different numbers, so we have to mention the letter that you have.
times
R
number
and
And
T cubed
cubed is
136.
Okay. Any problem for this one?
no,
No
Mr.
problem.
No.
Is that clear?
Yes,
Okay. So I need you just to finish. Please, if you're not using a mic, please, from a little way of respect, that because when you are in a session, switch off the TV. That's number 1. Just to focus. If you don't want to focus, don't disturb the other one. Okay? That is the minimum part of respect. You can start solving now. I need you to solve from 1 to 8. If you finish, please send it to me on Telegram. Please send this part on Telegram. We can start solving this one.
Mr. Which one?
Yes.
Yes.
Which one?
Yes.
Which one?
Number 1. I will solve number 1 from the beginning. I will solve all of them.
No, you just said 2, 3, 4, and 5, right?
Yes, Maliga, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the first one here, 2 is added to. If we say that the word added to, subtracted from, both of them have the same meaning. 2 is added to 5. What is the meaning of that? 5, no, 5 is the same. We add 2 to 5. We add 2 to 5. 2 is subtracted from. What is the meaning of that?
5 minus 2.
5 minus 2. You understand this one now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the answer for number 1? The answer now for number 1?
3m plus 2.
3m. That's we have 2 is added to 3m plus 2. So we have 3m plus 2 is the same as 18. That's number 1. Any problem in number 1?
Sir,
Sir, does it matter the order?
Sorry? Yes, the order is important.
So we can't say 2 plus 3m?
In addition, it will be the same. In addition, it will be the same. But now I need to translate the sentence that we have. So we have to keep the same order. The addition will be the same. The addition, the meaning of addition is the same. But the translation of the sentence is wrong. Now we have, if you have more than, if you remember the first lesson, more than, less than.
More than means plus and less than means minus.
What happens when you find more than and less than? More
Plus
than
and
which
minus.
is plus, less than which is minus. The expression which is before more than or less than will be written after the plus sign. The expression which is before more than and less than will be written before the plus or minus sign. So when I say 5 less than a number, it's mean a number minus 5. Less than which is minus. The expression which is before less than will be written after the minus sign. The expression which is after more than, after less than or more than will be written before the plus sign. You understand this one? More than and less than, change the order. More than and
Sir,
less
can you
than.
repeat again?
Again, for more than and less than. More than and less than. More than and less than. Whatever the expression which is written before the more than or less than will be written after the sign. Whatever the expression which is written after the more than will be written before the plus sign or the minus sign. If that's more than, it will be plus. If that's less than, it will be minus. So we have 7 less than. Less than, it means minus. 7 will be written after the minus sign. The sum of P and T as much as 6. You understand how we write this one?
Yes.
Okay. So this is number 2. Number 3. Translate each sentence. Translate each sentence formula. We have Aruk and Ayan and Vincent. Now I'm start solving. So, خلاص, no need to send me now anything. Stop sending me, please, anything. Please.
No, sir, I
please.
sent you like 5 minutes ago, but my internet was laggy, so it's coming to you now for some reason.
Okay. But all of you, okay, no problem. Translate each sentence into formula. Now we have a formula. Please try to understand what is the sentence that we are talking about. What is the sentence that we are talking about? The sentence that we are talking about, we talk about the perimeter. The perimeter, it's mean we have a shape. The perimeter, it's mean we have a shape. What is the name of the shape? A square. What is the meaning of the perimeter? When I say the perimeter, we denote for the perimeter with P, the area with A, the volume with V. When I need the perimeter, I say A. The circumference, I say C. You understand it? The perimeter, perimeter.
Yeah.
It's mean P. Area, volume, circumference. So that's the letters for each one of them. So the perimeter it's mean we have a shape. What is the name of the shape? A square. So the perimeter is equals 4 times the length of the side. What is the letter for the side? We do not for the letter which is L. So it will be the perimeter is equal 4 times L. It means the perimeter is equals 4L. You understand it? Again for this one. Again for this one. The area of which shape? The area, it's mean you have to give me the name of name of who? Of a student. What is the name of the student? The name of this one, you have to mention it. So the area of which shape? The area of a square. It means the area. The shape that we have now is called a square. Its area is the length squared. What is the meaning of length squared? It means L to the power 2. The area, yes, we have an area of a circle. It means that's circle. Pi, that's pi. Times radius squared.
Pi r squared.
This is the formula that we have. You understand this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that clear now? Any problem
Yes.
for this one?
No.
Yes.
Did you get the idea for this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So see you inshallah tomorrow. And I will try to send the video today inshallah. Okay?
Yeah, by the way, Mr. I just want to say that I sent my work early, but it delivered late, so I didn't mean to send it while you were sending. While you were solving.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.